Hello everyone, my name is Xu Junyu. Welcome to our exclusive planning day. So today, we're gonna talking about the strategic analysis of Recruitmentpedia. So the firstly, we're gonna let's see what we're gonna talking about today. So all of these four topic we're using this way to analysis the Recruitmentpedia, which is our company. So firstly, we're going to the macroeconomy and understanding the business cycle. And secondly, the aggregate demand and aggregate supply analysis. And the third, because of the tariffs added from US, we're gonna talk about the tariffs and the trade wars of the worldwide. And the last one, we're gonna talk the insights from behavioral economics. So the firstly, these three are the basic macroeconomy indicators, uh, which are the gross domestic production, inflation, and the unemployment. So firstly, for the GDP, when the business cycle is expansion, the real GDP is rising steadily. This indicates that business are producing more, or consumers are spending more, or the incomes are rising. So this is the key feature of the healthy expansion. A key feature of a healthy expansion is sustained GDP growth. But for the opposite, which means the business is contraction, so the GDP will falling. Secondly, for the inflation, during the expansion, inflation is typically moderate and rising. As the economy heats up, the demand of goods or service or other things like the labor something will increase. So more people will being hired, so they're confident to spend more. They're willing to purchase. So the price of goods will going up. So this often called the demand pull inflation. And for the opposite, when the business contraction, so the price will go down, well, it's the inflation. And for the last one, the unemployment, during the expansion, the unemployment rate is falling as the business grows to meet rising demand. They hire more workers, and the job opportunities are plentiful. But during the contraction, um, the unemployment will rising because the company needs to cut costs due to the lower sale and business lay off employees. This is a lagging indicator, means it often continues to rising even after the recession has the technical ending. So why the business cycle matter for the recruit period? Our core business is to connecting candidates and employers. It's directly driven by the health of the economy. So for the let's see the economy phase. If the economy is expansion, so the GDP will rising, the jobs will decrease, which means the low unemployment. So the inflation will rising. For the Recruitpedia, if we focus on the employers, the sales premium, recruitment service, and the or shift to salary negotiate and career advancement. But if the economy is recession, so the GDP will fall, the job will less, and mm, the goods gonna the goods gonna cheaper. So we're gonna focus on the job seeker. Become the essential resources. There are gonna be uh like a lot of people to uh in our company. And we pivot to resume writing and interview skills. And secondly, the aggregate demand and the aggregate supply analysis. Because of the Singapore government's planned tax rebates represent and the expansionary fiscal policy, it increased the household's disposable income, which can be expected to influence the economy as follows. And because the tax will decrease, so people will get more income to purchase. They're willing to buy something, they're willing to buy goods. So the aggregate demand will increase, which shows on the diagram. The 81 will shift to the right on the to the shifted to the 82. So the economy will move here to here, which says I don't mark on it. Here's A and here's B. Well, economy will move from point A to point B, and the real GDP will increase from uh here to here, and the price also will increase from P1 to P2. And for the long run, in fact, as the wages and the other input costs adjust to the higher price level, the short run aggregate supply curve will shift left from SR8-1 to SR8-2. So the real GDP will decrease from Y2 to YP, and also the price level will increase. Then what's the 2025 tax rebate and the economic change mean for Recruitpedia? So for the short run, the tax rebate will stimulate hiring demand from corporate silence and increase job seeker confidence. For Recruitpedia, this means more job listenings, higher platform traffic, and the need for career advancement content, and strengthens our market position through the increased engagement from both sides. And for the long run impact, if the economy booms, the war of talent intensifies. We must become a talent partner, often in premium service like headhunting. If it overheats, we provide the clarity through data-driven salary guides to help navigate market uncertainty. And the third one, the tariff and the trade wars. Here we are gonna use the simple demand and demand model. We can see the impact on this tariff. Before the tariff, the domestic price of trade as uh, the domestic price of specialist tech workers is at the P trade as a result of free trade. Domestic producer produce at QS1 and the total quantity demand is at the QD1, leaving the difference to be imported. However, when the tariff is placed on the imported specialist tech worker, the supply fall to as tariff and the domestic price P rises again to P tariff. As a result, the quantity supplied by domestic producer increased to QS2, while the total quantity demand falls to QD2, and therefore both fall to QD2 minus QS2. So, who wins and who loses in this trade war? I think the winners are the domestic tech worker. They're the clear winner because they keep their job due to the reduced competition, and also the government, whatever they do or they cost, they all collect the tariff revenue. The tariff also be the part of tax, so it's the government revenue. And for the losers is foreign tech workers. These lose access to the job in the US market or their effective cost to employers increases, making them less attractive to hire. And also the Recruitpedia is also the effect on the Recruitpedia. The demand of our service from US silence would plummet due to the increased cost and complexity of hiring foreign talent. Our addressable market will shrink significantly. And so, how we can do so? What can we do for the insight from behavior economies by the recognizing systematic irrationalities? We can design our platform and service to guide users toward better decision, enhance satisfaction and engagement for both sides. So, firstly, we can do the helping job seeker taking action. So the problem we're facing is too many choice cause the paralysis, and people stick with their current job even if it's not ideal. So the behavioral we're gonna do is the choice overload and the state quo biases. So our solution is show a created short list of best match jobs, not the thousands, and use the social proof to reduce the perceived risk. So and the best result we can get is higher application rate and a less stressful experience. And the second one is helping employees making smarter hires. So the problem now the employers face are the hiring decisions are often based on the gut feeling and the first impression, which can be misleading. So it's because of the confirmation biases and the past salaries. So our solution is provide a data-driven salary guide to set fair market answers and often structure the interview scorecard to ensure the objective candidate consideration. So the best result we can get is the better quality hires and reduce the turnover and increase the silent loyalty. Thank you. That's all.